You see, I don't feel jealous, I don't feel envious if you go somewhere else. It's because I know for certain that you are not going to get anything from anybody there. There is nothing to change there, nothing to be transformed there. That certainty I have. If somebody promises and you fall for that kind of a promise, good luck to you. That's all that I can say. Go where you will, do what you like. But don't waste your time here. You are not going to get anything here. What you are interested, you can get somewhere. For a price, pay and get it. So why bother hanging around me? You are not going to get anything because there is nothing to get. Nothing to get, nothing to change.
From an early age, Eugi was obsessed by two questions. What is enlightenment, and how can I achieve it? After having tried in all possible ways to get an answer to his questions, at the age of 49, he suddenly understood that it was his searching for an answer that kept him from reaching his goal. In this period of his life, he went through a physical transformation that brought about a radical change in his consciousness. It was then that he, as he calls it himself, entered into the natural state. In one of his books, Eugi describes the natural state in the following way. This state is a state of not knowing. You really don't know what you are looking at. I may look at the clock on the wall for half an hour. Still, I do not read the time. I don't know it is a clock. All there is inside is wonderment. What is this that I am looking at? Not that the question actually phrases itself like that in words. The whole of my being is like a single big question mark. It is a state of wonder, of wondering, because I just do not know what I am looking at. The knowledge about it, all that I have learned, is held in the background unless there is a demand. If you ask the time, I will say, it's 3:15, or whatever. It comes quickly, like an arrow. Then I am back in the state of not knowing, of wonder.
In which sense do you function differently?
It never occurs to me that I function differently from anybody. The thought that I am different from anybody never enters my head. I don't think you are anything that I am not. But when once you ask these questions, I begin to realize that you and I seem to be functioning in two different states of being, if I may use that word, quote and unquote. But I try to understand, you see, what the problem is there in you. I don't see any problem, and you are only interested in solutions. You see, my interest is to point out that it is the solutions that you take as valid or responsible for your problems, just to point out. Then I am back in the situation as to what's the problem with him? I don't see any problems. So when you begin to throw those questions at me, I just point out those questions are born out of the answers you already have. Without those answers, there won't be any questions. You see, I don't have any questions of any kind. How come you have questions? You are searching for some meaning, some purpose. And religion provides all answers for that. Still you haven't found a meaning, no purpose. Always looking for something more interesting to do, but there's nothing more interesting to me, more purposeful, more meaningful to do than what I am doing at this moment. If you are not here, I will turn the television on and entertain myself there. Why you should entertain yourself? Why not? The whole thing is an entertainment.
We put some motive in you there, and that makes you talking to us.
Not with the idea of saving.
Helping.
You can go to hell.
Yes.
Stay there for good. Get out, I'm saying.
But why don't you call it helping? What's the difference? I mean, what's the difference between
The
helping?
only help I can give you is to call a policeman and throw you out, which I don't want to do it. There is such things like common decency and elementary manners. That's all. I'm not just saying all these things for the sake of saying things. You see, so why do you talk? It's too absurd to ask that question. Why it doesn't occur to you that you are the one that is responsible for all this talking? If you go out, that's the end of the story for you. What I would do with myself, why are you concerned about it? It's not that, you see. I feel that if you go, there is always somebody to talk to. I assure you that it is not one of self-fulfillment for me. If it was so, that would be my tragedy. I'm doing this for my self-fulfillment. No. Even if you project that image on me, it is just fine with me. I know it is not one of self-fulfillment at all.
But no, there should be an exchange, and there cannot be an exchange.
There can't be.
No, there cannot be. If we try to talk together, we are going to compare our set of information. What I know, what you know. No. But if we start to fight, something is going to happen. If we sing together, something is going to happen. But on the level of information, I cannot meet you, because my past experience is different and yours is different. You've been reading different books, I read different books, and so if we try to, yes, you remember, what is the writer you prefer, and so on, we are comparing information, and there we are never going to meet. But if we would simply be silent and sit together, as in a Zen monastery, something happens.